Cosine. Okay, cosine deals with a right triangle, and it works when you have a angle and a adjacent side and a hypotenuse. Now, one of these values are going to be x, or a different variable, and you're going to solve for that. So in this one, we're going to solve for x. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our key problem here, and we're going to input the values that we know. So we know we got cosine of 30 degrees equals adjacent, which is 8 over x. Awesome. So what do we do once we reach this step? Well, this is kind of nasty, so we're going to need to plug that into our calculator and figure out what value that gives us. Make sure that you put the degrees after the 30, because you're going to get a totally different answer if you don't. So what you're going to get is 0.866 equals 8 over x. Alright, so that's a little bit cleaner, but we want to get x alone because we're solving for x. So what do? We're going to get x to one side, so we're going to times it. We're going to get that, so we're going to get x times 0.866 equals 8. Awesome. So now, since this is being times, we're going to divide it, and we're going to get x equals 8 over 0.866. Alright, so solve that. We get x equals 9.237. 9.237. Awesome. So what happens if we switch our values? Let's put 8 in the hypotenuse and x as the adjacent. So how's that gonna affect our problem? So it's gonna look like this. Well, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna plug in our values, except we're gonna get x over 8. We're gonna solve for this, get the exact value of this, copy the rest down, then we're going to times by 8. So this is going to be times by 8, this is going to be times by 8, and you're going to get 8 times 0.866 equals x. And that's going to equal 6.928 equals x. So as you can see here, you're going to get two different answers if you do not plug in your values correctly. So it's important that you do. So a good way to remember that is SOHCAHTOA. And that's going to be sine, cosine, tangent. So this is going to be sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, which we see here, and tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. And in this problem, we dealt with cosine. And that is how you solve for cosine. So you gotta get this key down, you'll be fine. Then you'll know which trigonometry, sine, cosine, tangent to use to solve for your right triangle.